Hello everybody, this is Monique. It's been a while since I posted a video. Well, right now I'm in the kitchen and I'm washing the grill grates. So we're about to get ready to grill some burgers and put some corn on the grill. But I just wanted to come to you all and just let you know what's been going on for the past few weeks. Well, for starters, August the 25th is when I touched down on COVID. So August 25th, I think it was a Wednesday, I started to have COVID symptoms. I was inside of Walmart, and all of a sudden, just like something just hit me out the blue. I started to, just feel real heavy fatigue, and just an all over malaise, sicky feeling. So I didn't know what that was quite about, but I know I didn't feel right. So I did my shopping at Walmart, and I come on out the store, went to my next store, which was Dollar Tree. Got a few things, and then definitely when I came out of Dollar Tree, I was feeling worse. So paid for my things, went home, and at that point I was felt like I was burning up with fever. I was burning up with fever, and just feeling real hot and real uncomfortable. So I took off my clothes, and I got my thermometer and my temp. My temp was 100.4. So I definitely knew something was going on. So basically, from there, I just, medicated myself, stayed hydrated. So the first day of my sickness was the fever and chills, and followed by body aches. I didn't have any shortness of breath or chest pain or anything like that. Okay, so pretty much day 2 through I'll say day 2 through day 4, pretty much was the same symptoms. The fever, chills, body aches, real, very, very tired. What I did to help myself, and I didn't initially get tested right after my symptoms. I pretty much knew I had it because of the classic symptoms, the body aches, fever, chills. Of course, those can also be other signs of other viruses, but I kind of knew it was COVID because I'm not hearing that anybody is, checking in for flu or anything like that at the moment. But I didn't initially go to the hospital to get tested to see if it was COVID at first. I just kind of stayed at home, isolated myself in my room, and I tried to, just medicate the symptoms. And not only that, I am a big advocate of natural remedies. So even before I got sick, I was already taking vitamins and things like that to help boost my immune system. And not only that, I am type 2 diabetic. And there's something that I have a question. If anybody out there, that was, is a diabetic and had COVID, did the COVID virus affect your glucose? Did it make it higher? Because it affected my sugars. I was running like in the 300s. Maybe 1 or 2 times I was ran in the 400s, and that's scary for me because my sugar doesn't run that high. And it was uncontrollable. Even me, I kept taking my medications for my diabetes, but it never lowered it to a normal level. So that right there worried me. So anyway, day 7, which was the following Wednesday, was when my coughing and my chest just started to get like this little itchy feeling, but still no shortness of breath or pain in my chest, just the uncomfortable, whenever I cough, I felt a little smothers in my chest, but it wasn't like I couldn't breathe or anything. I could still breathe just fine. So when Wednesday made 7 days for me. I forget, maybe the first Wednesday in this month was the that following Wednesday for my 7 days. I felt dizzy that day, and it kind of scared me, so that's when I decided to go to the emergency room. And I went to the emergency room, and of course, I told them my health status already, which I'm a type 2 diabetic, and then I told them that I believe I have COVID. I've had it for a week at that time, and they was like, how do you know you have COVID? I said, because of the signs, the symptoms. So I checked in, got triage. They did blood work, urine. I also let them know that my diabetes were elevated since I've been sick, and consistently been elevated, and even with medication it wouldn't go down. So they did urine and blood labs. They did x-ray. So I waited for a long time. They had they did the COVID test too. Of course, they came back positive. I wasn't surprised because of the symptoms and how I've been sick for a week. So I waited, for a while. Of course, anybody that had COVID, they have to isolate you in a different waiting area. So I was in a different waiting area from anybody else in the ER. And so after a while, I waited. They had an exam room for me. And, good news. They said my blood work and my urine labs were fine. But they did said that a lower part of my lung was about to develop into, well, it had a little pneumonia. Like, it was like light pneumonia in one of my lobes of my lungs. So they asked me did I want to try the antibody infusion. I was skeptical about it because I heard of it, but I never looked into it. Did my Google research on it, and I didn't think that it was a bad thing to try. From my understanding, it's just extra antibodies that they add into your immune system to help out your antibodies to help fight off, viral things or, sicknesses and things like that. So I decided to get it. So they did the antibody infusion, which is through IV. And also they gave me Rocephin, which is an antibiotic through IV as well. And prescribed me with an inhaler and more antibiotics to go home. So went home, and of course, my coughing and stuff just had me, kind of smotherish in my chest. I was kind of panting, sometimes for air if I, walk a certain distance, or if I wanted to get up and try to help out around the house, I couldn't really do much like I wanted to. I didn't have the energy or the breath to do it. So I just rested. I took my time doing things. I try, and this is key too. I know if, when people get sick, they just want to lay around in the bed all day and stuff. Any strength that you have in your body, you need to get up out the bed and sit up, walk around the house. Not saying to wear yourself out, but try to get up out the bed and sit up, or do something light around the house, because you don't want, if COVID will set in pneumonia in your lungs, and if you laying around all day not letting your blood circulate, and pneumonia can get worse if you just sitting around or laying around all day. Try to get up and move around if you can. And that's what I did. I try to keep my room clean and sterilized. I got up and washed my bed sheets. Just try to keep your area as clean and sanitized as you can. Wear your mask. If you have to come out of your room, wear your mask. If you have to use the same restroom as your family, make sure you have some disinfectant wipes or some bleach, and wipe the toilet and the sink or whatever you use. If you have the strength to do it, try to sanitize after yourself after you use the restroom. But basically, after the hospital, I rested. I got up and about, trying to do things around the house, just lightly try to do things around the house. If I feel like I was getting dizzy or too tired, then I'll go back and lay down. But then I wouldn't just lay down in the bed. I'll sit up and watch TV or something. Um, you know, this virus will make you give up, you know, but you have to, you know, have the mindset to be strong enough to say, I want to live, and you know, I still have a purpose here, you know, Lord, you know, and that's another thing too, prayer works. When I tell you that I had to pray for the Lord to, you know, to keep healing my body, that's what I did. And, you know, I just kept on taking my vitamins. And I'm not giving out this information, you know, as if to make anybody else do the same things that I did. I'm just telling you what worked for me. I took a women's multivitamin every day, a vitamin D vitamin. I made like a green tea tonic, which is you steep, you know, 1 tea bag and maybe 6 to 8 ounces of hot water, and I put in some ground ginger and honey, and sometimes I use turmeric powder. But you have to use turmeric powder with black pepper, because they said you know, black pepper helps the absorption of turmeric. But it's some more natural remedies that I want to try as well, you know, and I'm gonna try to lean towards those. So right now, this is week 2 for me, and I feel much better. I don't have any fever and chills. I have more energy. I still, you know, deal with the coughing a little bit, but it's not bad. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. Had to pause. I forgot the last thing I said. I think I was sharing with y'all how I feel now. How I feel now. I feel fine. I feel okay. Not quite 100% yet. Like I said, I don't have any fever and chills, no body aches. I never had a sore throat. I never had shortness of breath. I felt a little smothered just because of all the coughing that I was doing. The only thing, y'all excuse my camera, is the lighting it gets dark, then it lightens up. I don't know why it does that. But anyway, the only thing that I'm experiencing now is only little coughing. I can breathe deeply now because I couldn't breathe deeply just a week ago. I still have that little kind of tingling in my chest, but you know, I'm hoping that it's healing. And also my glucose levels are still very high, you know, so I've been watching what I'm eating, and, you know, trying to drink plenty of water, keep my kidneys flush, because that could be a complication of COVID, as well as having a high glucose level. And you know what having an uncontrolled glucose level do to you, it can damage organs in your body. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about right now is my glucose level. But I'm still on my healing journey. It's only been 2 weeks. Like I said, I don't feel 100%, but I feel way better than and I'm in a way better position than I was 2 weeks ago. But that's it with my COVID journey for now. I'm still going through it. I haven't gotten tested again yet since my symptoms are fading out. So I probably will get tested again when I make an appointment. But I feel okay, way better than I was 2 weeks ago. But the rest of this vlog, just gonna grill some burgers and some corn, and everybody's outside washing the cars. Just there's nothing to do today. So I'll be back. I'll show you some when we put the grill together and put the burgers on the grill, and we just basically just gonna be chilling outside. Alrighty, I'll be back. Hey, I also forgot to mention, you may want to know, if possible, how did I contracted it, if anybody else in my household contracted it. Well, to be honest, I really can't pinpoint how I got it. So school starts, my kids go to school, of course, and not even like a week and a half into school, I'm getting letters and calls saying that I have to quarantine my kids because it's been a high rate of COVID cases with the students at their schools. So my kids haven't even been back to school since maybe the second week of August. So they do they quarantine for 2 weeks. So a week into quarantine is when my oldest 2 kids in middle school start to, was it a week or 2? But anyway, during the quarantine, or about time the quarantine was over for them, that's when they start exhibiting symptoms of COVID, and I don't know if I was first. I think I was first, and then a few days after I got sick, that's when they were exhibiting their symptoms. So we all just been at home quarantining, and watching out for our symptoms. And if our symptoms of course get worse, then we just have to go to the doctor for it. So, but luckily I didn't have to take my children to the hospital or anything. No, we didn't get tested. Where they didn't get tested, for their symptoms or anything like that. I mean, pretty much when you get tested, and if you have mild symptoms, they're just gonna tell you to ride it out at home. Treat your symptoms, stay hydrated. So if I knew that I was sick and I had it, there's a possibility if they was had the same symptoms, then they possibly had it too. So we just took precautions, wear our masks around each other. If we had to be around each other, we try to just if possible stay away from each other, stay in our rooms and things. But I was praying and I was thanking God that my kids didn't get seriously sick. They symptoms were mild, like basically like just a cold. Like I said, if they had a fever or anything like that, it didn't last long as mine. Like I was probably the sickest one in the house. Theirs was like a bad cold, and I make sure I gave them medicines for cold symptoms, and for pain and fever, and I constantly check their fever, and check their temp and things like that. And I do have a pulse ox and you know, I constantly check oxygen and heart rate levels and things like that. And I have a blood pressure machine here too. I used to be a medical assistant. I'm not saying that I just know the whole scope of medical stuff, but the basic stuff I know how to do. And if anything is abnormal, I know to go to the ER and and get further help. But it seems like everyone symptoms are improving. We all feel better, which is, I believe, they say after day 14, like after your 2 weeks, if you haven't had fever or chills or anything, after your 2 weeks, like maybe 2 or 3 days after your 2 weeks, if you haven't had fever or chills, they say that you should be fine. You should, your COVID should be over. The only thing is you're just gonna have like those lagging symptoms, that's gonna carry on for however long. Your coughing and your fatigue, or whatever COVID leaves behind. That's the aggravating part. So everybody's is fine, thank God. Everybody's fine. And we just trying to be careful and just trying to live the best way we know how. Alright, so I'm down to my last grill grate. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm about to dry it and put it on the grill. But I pray for any and everybody that's going through this horrible virus. I pray for, those that's going through it. I pray for healing for your body. And even, other health issues. People have other health issues other than COVID. My prayers for them too. And, I pray for those that have lost family, to this disease, or to just, anything, any health element. My prayers is for anybody that's lost family, a loved one or anything like that. What?
This could save us a whole heap of drama.
Yep.
What a lighter.
I think it's some matches. Okay. Yeah, we got matches.
We'll get the matches done. I got it. So I said I was going to get one while we were out, but
forgot.
Huh? And cooler. It's good weather right here. Ain't that about your fifth mat?
No.
There. Oh, that's a nice screensaver. You capture that live as a screensaver on your phone.
Very small number.
I'm gonna get the treasure need to be.
Look.
Ow, my toe, girl.
Look, a dent in here.
That ain't nothing.
My finger.
I'll just lay away from that food. Peel away, peel away. You missed again, Rook?
Yeah.
Last try. Come on now. You can do this.
Why?
I can do it.
About to chop, well, slice some tomatoes for the hamburgers. Lettuce and onion.
So, how about take all the whole potatoes out so you can dump all your pieces in here? You might want to look at my bowl. My bowl looks prettier.
Oh, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah, all this dirty.
You gonna be all night cutting them up.
I'm just about done.
I thought you were talking about just regular fries.
I can cut the rest of them into regular fries if you want. Okay. You're done after that. Give me the knife and make regular fries. Yeah, go.
There isn't.
There was a knife.
I didn't see no knife there.
It's over there.
The milk knocked out.
He already flipped them.
I think you put
Well, the charcoal is doing okay in that
Yeah, you
pan.
just forgot to open the top, the vent.
Yeah, you gotta let them breathe.
So I open the vent, they doing okay.
I could breathe. I can't. So not halal, Mom.
Enjoy the breather, the fall coming in weather.
I couldn't wait for this weather so I could sit outside.
Yeah.
We got enough cooking grease there?
Yep.
Tom them talking about they know the gremlins. What's the rules for the gremlins?
Don't eat after midnight or something like that.
Don't eat after midnight, no light, and no water.
Don't let the thing burn now, boy. I want a little juice in there now. Don't overcook it. When it get too dry, and you gonna be eating that boy some beef jerky.
I hope he ain't burned them up, cause that fire show done
Sure
came up.
will. Put it down. Let it smoke. They already, they should be done. I don't like mine too hard. Cooking all the juice out of it.
Okay, I'm gonna hurry up and get these French fries on.
Him, Tom out here burning up them burgers.
That's that flame that came back up when I was trying to get them off.
Well, that's the burgers.
Put them onions to the side too, cause they cook.
It's all already like going.
I'm gonna take them out and put them on the bowl. Good. Man, tomorrow ain't anybody eat up all these.
Just doing a little last. Let me just film y'all making y'all a little burger.